pictured lace and white picket scenes, not rent past due and busted dreams. Thought love would be a steady hand, not a wave I had to learn to stand. I traded Paris for a rusted truck and learned to live on a little luck. This ain't the life I dream, but it's mine. It's built on prayers and overtime. I've cried in kitchens and laughed in storms, held my babies when the nights got warm. It's not the picture I once drew in my mind. This ain't the life I dream, but it's mine. He walked out when times got tight, left me with bills and a porch light. But I stitched my pride with a coffee spoon and danced alone in the living room. I've made peace with a crooked line, found joy in simple signs. So this ain't the life I dream, but it's mine. Worn out boots and secondhand shine. I love the scars and stood up tall. Learned you don't need much to have it all. It ain't perfect, but it's by design. This ain't the life I dream, but it's mine. Maybe the dreams change when the road gets long, but I've grown roots and I've grown strong. This ain't the life I dream, but it's mine. It's every fall and every climb. It's the sunrise after a sleepless night. It's finding wrong still leads to right. No regrets, just a slower shine. This ain't the life I dreamed, but it's mine. He stepped on stage in second-hand boots, the kind that walk through worn-out roots. The crowd was thin, the lights were dim, but she still sang like it was brimmed with every dream she'd ever known. In that bar she stood alone. The mic was cold, but her heart wasn't. She poured it out like she'd forgotten all the no's and empty rooms, all the nights she fought the gloom. No one cheered, but still she sung. The fire inside her still burned young. She didn't chase the fame or flash, just stories carved from love and ash. A quiet girl with thunder soul, singing truth she couldn't hold. The mic might have froze in her hand, but her spirit took a stand. The mic was cold, but her heart wasn't. Each line she lived, not just recited. Well, the world passed by without a glance, but she gave every note a chance. 'Cause somewhere deep she still believed her voice was time.
Sunrise creeping through the window pane. Same old boots, same coffee stain. She ties her hair, grabs her keys, heads out chasing stubborn dreams. Folks say she ought to slow it down, but she's got fire that won't burn out. One day closer to never giving up. Still holding on when the road gets rough. She's got scars, but she's got grace. Every mile put still in her faith. She ain't there yet, but she's strong enough. One day closer to never giving up. There were nights she almost quit, tears falling in a diner shift. But prayers whispered in bathroom stalls turned into dreams that still stand tall. She don't need applause or luck, just grit, a truck, and a little bit of trust. One day closer to never giving up. Through the silence and the push and shove, she walks alone but walks real proud, head held high in a weary crowd. Ain't no quit in the soul she's got. She's one day closer to never giving up. Every note just feeds her flame. She carves her worth into the rain. One day closer to never giving up. A life built tough with a tender touch. Dreams might bend, but they don't break. She gives more than this world can take. She's not done, she's just rising up. One day closer to never giving up. Got a six string with more miles to shine, and boots that'll dance through borrowed time. The bars got smaller, the crowds got thin, but I still feel the fire kicking in. A fully grown rough from whiskey and years, but I still dream when the silence clears. Just one more shot at that big old stage, a crowd that don't mind my weathered age. Lights so bright they drown the
fortune or fame. Just one more night, they remember my name. I played for tips in the neon glow, slept in trucks when the money got low. But every mile taught me to believe there's still something left up my sleeve. I ain't young, but I ain't done. Still got stories under the sun. Just one more shot at that big old stage, to sing my truth, not just my age. A crowd that feels each chord I've strung and hums along when the tears come. No encore, oh, no spotlight, oh, just one more ride before the road. Maybe they won't cheer, maybe they will, but I'll play my soul. 'Cause chasing dreams ain't just for the young. Some songs take years to be sung. So give me one more shot at that big old stage, one last verse, one final page. Let 'em hear this old heart loud and clear, still beating strong after all these years. If it's the last time, I'll make it count. One more shot, and I'll lay it down low. She tuned her strings in a quiet room. Neon flickered like a broken tune. The stage was dark, the crowd moved on, but she still carried every song. No spotlight left to chase her name, just melodies that feel the same. A heart full of songs and nowhere to play, dreams in a suitcase packed halfway. Words still whisper through the dust, but silence took what she could trust. She sings to the wind night after day, a heart full of songs and nowhere to play. The bar closed down, her tip jar's dry, but she still sings to midnight skies. Every chord she plays is prayer for someone who might still care. She ain't gone, she just stays still on a back road dreaming iron will. to say. If ever the silence fades away, she'll still be there come break of day, with a heart full of songs and somewhere to play. With a broken mic and a second-hand hat, she sings to walls and empty chairs, still hoping someone out there cares. The bar lights flicker like her will, but she won't leave this Tennessee hill. She's too stubborn to let go of Nashville, too proud to walk away down that hill. Dreams don't feed her, rent's overdue, but heartaches taught her what's true. She's kissed goodbye 1,000 times, but still writes songs in crooked lines. Too stubborn to let go of Nashville. Mama calls with worried tones, come back home, you ain't alone. But that back porch never heard her cry like these alleys and southern skies. She's poured her soul in every note, on stages where no flowers grow. Too stubborn to let go of Nashville, still chasing echoes on this steep hill. The spotlight's cold, the crowd don't stay, but she belts it out anyway. One more song, one more show, still dreaming big, still moving slow. Too stubborn to let go of Nashville. Some call it foolish, some call it brave. She called to love she cannot make. Her name ain't known, her voice ain't sold, but her story's worth its weight in gold. She's too stubborn to let go of Nashville, still standing tall when the nights chill. She don't need a silver stage, just the truth on every page. She'll fight until her last hello. Too stubborn to let go of Nashville. I was raised on rust and restless skies, where the wind cuts deep and the eagle flies. Daddy taught me how to ride and run. Mama prayed I'd chase more than the sun, but I've got a taste for the burning kind. And I've got a taste lost in the outlaw rain. I ain't looking back, I ain't settling down. Just a shadow in the dark on the edge of town. With whiskey and wild horses, I'll never be found. Oh. She almost said I do in Baton Rouge. I almost bought that dress in powder blue. Almost packed her bags for Austin skies, but changed her mind on the county line. She kept the letters, lost the ring, and held on tight to everything. She built a life from almost, from what ifs and near miss ghosts, from broken roads and borrowed time and dreams that faded out of line. She stacked the hurt and made it home out of chances she faced alone. Yes, she built a life. She almost took that waitress job, but stayed to help when Daddy sobbed. Almost wrote a song they played, but tore it up the very next day. She don't wear pearls or silver things, but grace hangs soft on everything. She built a life from almost, from half closed doors and almost closed, from calls that rang but never stayed, and goodbye notes she never gave. She planted roots and shipped in sand and stood up tall with empty head. Yes, she built a life. No map, no guide, just quiet grace. 1,000 dreams she had to face, but even if they slipped away, she showed up anyway. She built a life from almost, and somehow made it matter. With every tear, a twist of fate, she found her own kind of break. Not in the winds and marquee lights, in the waves she kept the fight. She built a life from almost. She walks in wearing yesterday's song, mascara trails where hope's gone wrong. A notebook waits by her glass of rye. With words she never learned to cry. The jukebox haunts some old cliche, but her story ain't found its final page. It's a bar stool and a half-written dream, neon shadows where the lost still sing. One verse of truth, 2 lines of pain, shades and grace in a smoky refrain. She ain't
sure what the ending means. Just a bar stool and a half-written dream. She tried Nashville, left with scars, burned through nights and borrowed cars. Every open mic felt like a war, till her voice didn't know war, until her voice didn't shake no more. Now she rides between the teens, a melody only silence hears. It's a bar stool and a half-written dream in a tavern full of could-have-beens. Each chorus feels like coming clean, like whiskey burning through old sin. She's still chasing what might have been on a bar stool with a half-written dream. Maybe someday she'll finish that song, or maybe the trying is right all along. It's a bar stool and a half-written dream. Heartbreak inked in line 18. Not every story needs to be told. Some are just songs to let go. And as long as that melody leads, she'll sit with her half-written dream. She came to town with a suitcase heart, a notebook full of country charts, sang in bars till 2 a.m. for tips and hopes and old regrets. She chased the stars, she paid her dues, but dreams don't always pay the rent. Where the dream ends and life begins, she found peace in smaller wins. A quiet porch, steady flame, a simple love, not chasing fame. She let go of neon signs for morning light and homemade wine. Yeah, that's where the dream ends and life begins. The song she wrote now lulled her child. No crowd, no stage, just something wild. A baby's laugh, a warm embrace, a gentle hand, a slower pace. She still hums that melody, but sings it now in harmony. Where the dream ends and life begins, she found joy in deeper things.
It's choosing what you need to grow. Where the dream ends and life begins, she found herself again within. Not the life she dreamed at 22, but one that's steady, real, and true. She still smiles at what could have been, but she's right where life begins. Had a notebook full of rhymes and dreams, wrote them down at 17. Every chorus was a place I'd go, every bridge a road I know. But the pages faded in the rain, and life just took another lane. I left my plans in a song I forgot, in a melody, tiny time somehow lost. That old cassette in the glove box dust held every version of who I was. Now I hum a tune I barely know of a girl from a long time ago. I left my place in a song I forgot. Thought I'd sing 'em on a neon stage, but love came in and turned the page. Traded chords for midnight cries and lullabies and quiet nights. I don't regret the path I chose, but sometimes that old song still shows. I left my plans in a song I forgot, in a dream I chased and almost caught. Those verses lit like a wild flame, with burned out songs without a name. Now I hum a tune I barely know of a girl from a long time ago. I left my plans in a song I forgot. Maybe someday I'll find that tape, but I don't need it to know my fate. I left my plans in a song I forgot, and somehow I'm thankful I did not hold too tight to a younger view. Life had a different song in you, and I still hum a tune so faint that only memory can paint. I left my plans in a song I forgot. Woke up to the hum of a rundown fan, cracks in the ceiling and calloused hands. Thought by now I'd wear a satin dress. Nah, yes, yesterday's shirt and this kind of stress. Life don't follow a dotted line. It curves through dust and borrowed time. She woke up far from the life I planned. No mansion, no diamond on my hand, but I got a heart that still believes, and the sky had me to dream. I've got a heart, don't charge me to dream. Might not be where I'm meant to land, but I'm still standing, still making a stand. Used to talk of Paris nights, now I chase kids and unpaid lights. Still there's peace in this coffee cup, even when the world gives up. I've made a home in what's gone wrong, singing my truth in a working woman song. Woke up far from the life I planned, a gray stone cold and a woman's song. Woke up far from the life I planned, the gray stone cold and a wedding band. I've loved and lost and loved again, made best friends out of paper and pen. No map could have drawn this land, but it's mine with all its sand. Maybe the plan was never mine to write. Maybe the beauty's in the fight. Woke up far from the life I planned, learned to dance on shifting sand, and though I cried where I should have shined, the strength in walking that crooked line. I've made a song with these callous hands. Woke up far, but I understand. I left that town with a heavy heart. One last look before the engine starts. A goodbye note on a diner plate, and a sky that never looked so gray. The house was sold, the ties were burned. Sometimes the only way's not to return. Now there's nothing left but the dream and the road, an old guitar and a song I wrote. The review's full of cut-ins, but the highway don't ask where you've been. I lost the girl, the job, the love, but I still got the dream in the road. Motels blurring through to every town, neon flickers and hopes break down. And when the chords feel like home again, I remember why I chose the wind. Each mile's a verse, each side's a prayer, and I keep moving, 'cause I still care. There's nothing nothing left but the dream and the road. A six-string voice still knows the nights get cold, the gas runs thin, but I won't fold, I won't give in. I ain't got much to call my own, just this dream. A piece of me in a chorus clear, and all this driving won't feel so lost if these leaves were worth the cost. There's nothing left but the dream and the road. I have to hope in every show. Chasing through the glow, can't turn back, can't unknow. It's just me. This dream and the road. She sang into a broken brush in a bedroom lit by neon hush. Cheap perfume, a thrift store gown, dancing like she owned that crown. To the mirror she took her bow, the only crowd she'd ever wow. That stage was only real in her mind, where the lights shine bright and the stars align. She played her heart to a silent room, wrote big dreams on a worn out tune. The world passed by, too deaf, too blind. That stage was only real in her mind. She pinned up hopes with paper clips and prayed between her waitress shifts. The jukebox played someone else's song while her own kept waiting all along. But she kept singing soft and true to the dream that never quite came through. That stage was only real in her mind, where applause was hers and the words all rhymed. She chased the light no one could see in a world that never let her be. The stars she held were hard to find. That stage was only real in her mind. Maybe that's the saddest part. She had the soul, but not the start. That stage was only real in her mind, but she lit it up with every line. Though no crowd rose to call her name, she sang like fire just the same. And somewhere in her heart's design, that stage was real, if only in her mind.
after rain, wore granddad boots and carried pain, had a laugh that lit a porch at night, and eyes like stars on a summer flight. I met her where the gravel bends, where fences break and hearts begin. She carved her name in the old oak tree, right below where she carved mine and me. Back when her name was home, when love was dirt and sweet tobacco smoke, when every mile led me to her smile, and I believed in never letting go. Now that house is just a frame, and I still whisper out her name, the place I go when I'm alone, is back when her name was home. We slow danced in that rusted barn, while lightning bugs lit up her charm. She said forever's not a place, it's holding on through every phase. But time got mean and hearts wore thin, and I lost her where the road begins. She left that ring on the windowsill, right where the wind won't ever sit still. Back when her name was home, when prayers were said on the tailgate chrome, when Sunday felt like church in the sky, and I was hers without the why. Now the firewood's all gone cold, this old truck just feels too old, but I still drive back through the stone to when her name was home. I tried to find her in another town, but no porch light shines the way she shone. There's no front door that feels like hers, no coffee cup, no whispered words. Back when her name was home, when I knew love like boots, no stone, I still sit where the wild grass grows and call her name. The silence knows she's gone, but I still roam. Back when her name was home.
I used to hear it whisper low, from back roads dust to radio, a song that told me who to be, lit up like stars in 10
used to lay down around 10 o'clock. Now he's chasing rhymes in a coffee shop. That 9 to 5, it dulled his flame, so he packed his life and changed his name. A rusted truck, a flannel coat, a notebook full of half-sung notes. No more quiet nights or easy dreams. He traded sleep for 6-string. Now the moon's his only clock. Neon signs are where he talks. His prayers are sung, not softly spoken, through callous hands and chords unbroken. He gave up rest for something true, a melody he had to pursue. He don't count sheep or chase routines. He traded sleep for 6 strings. His friends all say, man, come back home. But he's married now to worn out tones. The world don't pay a voice like his, but he still plays for what it is. The motel lights, the lonely miles, a crowd of 10, a waitress smile. He don't need much, just room to sing. He traded sleep for 6 strings. Now the stage is his own bed, with verses echoing in his head. He ain't rich, but he's alive. In every note he survives. Quiet hurts, but music clings. Traded sleep for 6 strings. Some folks dream with their eyes closed. He dreams wide open on the road. Truth is rough, songs don't lie, and that's the reason why he traded sleep for 6 strings and gave his soul to what it brings. Through lonely bars and worn out frets, he sings for things he won't forget. And if he never earns a thing, he still wouldn't trade those 6 strings.
She wakes before the sun each day and ties her hair and kneels to pray. Worn out boots by the kitchen door. She's got miles to walk and build hills to pour. The world don't hand her anything. She don't ask for diamond rings. She's living on hope and cheap coffee. Dreams poured hot in a diner seat. She hums old songs on her break at noon, wipes her hands on her rag, sings out of tune. Life ain't easy, but she still believes there's more to her than what the mirror sees. Tips in jars and aching feet. her like lace in every tight line on her face. She stitched her faith into this town, still standing when the world knocked her down. She's living on hope and cheap coffee, sunset prayers in a booth for 3. She don't need gold or fancy lights, just a roof and a quiet night. She's running on empty, but somehow she flies on broken dreams and clear blue skies. She's more than what the paycheck shows. Grace in a world that never slows. She's living on hope and cheap, cheap coffee, and faith that one day she'll be free. Maybe not written, maybe not known, but she built her strength all on her own. She's got a soul too strong to break her back. She's living on hope, and she gets by.